with Fairtrade Calgary, and we're here celebrating Morrison Hirschfield. They have become the 14th Fairtrade workplace in Canada and the first Fairtrade workplace in Alberta. Basically, Fairtrade ensures that the producers are obtaining a fair price for the products that they are making, that they're working in ethical working conditions, so there's never any child labor, slave labor, that there are environmental sustainable practices that are being used, so there's limited use of pesticides and there's no GMO product allowed to be part of that. There's also a lot of Fairtrade products that are already organic too, so they have both organic and Fairtrade. And there's a premium that's put on the price of the product that goes back into the community. So that premium gets to be decided by the cooperative on how they spend it. So they can add daycare services, education, they can spend it basically on whatever will help their community and help their business. And it's a long-term relationship with the producer, and so they know that they're guaranteed that minimum price and that standard of pay and the standard working conditions for as long as they have that long-term relationship with the seller. So it's great that you guys are supporting that. We're trying to make Calgary a fair trade town, so I'm hoping that this is the first step that a lot of other corporate workplaces will follow suit and follow your example. So I commend you for being the first to do that in Alberta as a workplace. And I look forward to welcoming other people to support the Fair Trade campaign and help make Calgary a fair trade town in 2016.
We're very excited for you guys to join us. We're really excited as a team to be part of this and to be able to work with Fair Trade Calgary to really push this initiative because we think it's fantastic. And I'm going to have Ryan come up, and he's just going to say a few words about why we chose to do this and why it's important.
First and foremost, it comes down to our company culture and the values that we have. Morrison Hirschfield has always been a company that has been committed to sustainability on the social, economic, and the environmental fronts. And fair trade fits all of those very well, as does the partner organization, Engineering Without Borders. When we talk about sustainability at Morrison Hirschfield, this applies to both the work that we do for our clients and the internal operations that we have in each of our offices. And for our clients, that means that we've got the talent to provide things like lead consulting, energy modeling, sustainable transportation design, and net zero stormwater discharge, just to name a few examples. And internally, it comes down to the choices that we make every day. And when we look at supporting fair trade, it's a small choice to change a supplier, and it's a small choice to support a fair trade product. But it can make a really big difference in the lives of the producers. We've got our fair trade wall up here, and there's just an excellent example here. You take someone who's working as a producer for fair trade coffee or fair trade tea, and the difference it makes for us being in that supply chain can be the difference between that family being able to send their kids to school or not having that opportunity. And when you look at what Engineers Without Borders and what Fair Trade Canada and Fair Trade Calgary are doing, it's multiplying those little decisions over and over and over again until it adds up to a large difference. Morrison Hirschfield is very proud to take the lead as the first fair trade workplace in Alberta, but our real goal here is to have others join us to make a meaningful difference to those producers, farmers, and workers in the global south.
We have 4 regular fair trade products we use at Morrison Hirschfield that are produced by Canadian fair trade certified companies. Our coffee, tea, cane sugar, and hot chocolate. And we have also brought a few snacks for today: chocolate bars, granola, and bananas. Our fair trade coffee is supplied by Star Choice Coffee Services, and we have been purchasing this coffee for approximately 3 years. We recently have started to buy Fairtrade Tega brand and Chi brand teas, which are shipped from a company called New Tea in Mission, BC. And we're also able to purchase wholesale from them. Our Fairtrade cane sugar is produced by a company called Camino, and we actually are able to purchase this locally from Superstore. Camino is a Canadian co-op company and was the first registered importers of Fairtrade certified cocoa and sugar in North America. Our hot chocolate is also Camino brand, and we get it delivered along with our organic fruit we provide to our staff each week from Spud. In case anybody's wondering, SPUD stands for Sustainable Produce Urban Delivery. The fair trade snacks we brought for today's celebration are chocolate bars, which are again a product from Camino, and the granola is from Nature's Path, both of which also came from SPUD. And the fair trade bananas were purchased today at the community natural food stores close to Chinook.
So how does becoming a fair trade workplace play into your company's values?
Here at Morrison Hershfield, we are very committed to sustainable practices. Social, economic, and environment form the cornerstones of the culture of our company. When we make choices for our clients, we're looking at the most sustainable way in which we can deliver a project. And when we make choices for our staff, we're looking for sustainable ways that we can improve the world around us. And the Engineers Without Border and Fair Trade campaign that's been going on fits perfectly into the values that we have. We know that when we go for our cup of coffee in the morning, that is making a small improvement in the lives of somebody working in the Global South to produce that. And when that happens on a scale over and over again as fair trade rolls out across Calgary, that's going to make a big improvement to those producers.
Do you feel that the Fair Trade Workplace designation will make your company more attractive as an employer?
Absolutely. As we bring in new employees, whether they are young in the workforce or if they're mature in the workforce, right now we see that people are interested in a career that's making a difference, and they're interested in working for a company that is committed to making a difference in this world. This commitment to fair trade really shows that we're a company that cares about the world we live in and cares about the employees that we have working for us here at Morrison Hershfield.
So I'm here with Karen Jackson, Human Resources Project Specialist, and I just have a couple questions for you about the Fair Trade Workplace. This initiative was employee-driven. How did you become the champion for this effort?
This initiative came to light when we had Engineers Without Borders come into our office and do a lunch and learn. And I know Engineers Without Borders is strongly tied into the Fair Trade Calgary initiative. Because it's a social justice movement, those things generally come across my desk, as I am also a social work student, and the office knows that I'm very, very passionate about items that include, or projects that include, social justice awareness and initiatives and information. So that's how it came to me. It was a no-brainer once it did, as it is the right choice for us to do, and it was something we were kind of doing already.
So actually, from start to finish, how long did it take you to fulfill the requirements and get your status?
From start to finish, again, it wasn't super long. I would say less than a month for us, but we were carrying a fair amount of fair trade products already. We just had to go and check the certification again. The application process from Fair Trade Canada was very, very straightforward, and the people I was working with there were really great and very helpful in helping us find what we needed. So as far as, a certification of this capacity for us, it was a relatively easy initiative, and probably took me about a month to get all the T's crossed and I's dotted.
And so how do you think this might affect the employees here at Morrison Hershfield?
I think that this will affect our employees because it's another way that we as a company really get to put our money where our mouth is. We have a lot of corporate social responsibility, and we talk a lot about being an ethical company and sustainability, and these are a lot of initiatives that drive us. And when we do something like this, it really takes those initiatives away from being buzzwords and really just saying, yeah, we actually do believe this, and this is who we want to be as a company, and this is the type of employer we want to be. And I think that brings up morale, and it really helps our staff really engage in this this type of thing as well from a social justice standpoint.